hello, hello, is anybody home? I've only called to say I'm sorry. The drums are in the dawn, and all the voice was gone, and it seems that there are no more songs. Once I knew a girl, she was a flower in a flame. I loved her as the sea sings sadly. The ashes of the dream can be found in magazines, and it seems that there are no more songs. Once I knew a saint who sang upon a stage. He told me about the world, his lover, a ghost without a name, stands ragged in the rain, and it seems that there are no more songs. The rebels, they were here, they came beside the door. They told me that the moon was bleeding, and all to my surprise, they took away my eyes, and it seems that there are no more songs. Star is in the sky, it's time to say goodbye. A whale is on the beach, he's dying. A white flag in my hand, a white boat in the sand, and it seems that there are no more songs. Hello, 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 is anybody home? I've only come to say I'm sorry. The drums are in the gong, and all the voice was gone, and it seems that there are no more songs, and it seems that there are no more songs, and it seems that there are no more songs. Welcome, welcome. That is a Phil Oakes song. Joey, I'm glad you got to catch that one. I know you're a big fan and a friend of Phil Oakes. Welcome, everyone. I am Lisa Jeanette. Usually I was trying to do like a musical for my last Wednesday of the month, but I just felt I'm so in the folk fest mode from the weekend. I still have like an afterglow. So I thought I would keep that going. Hey, all you people. I saw Beck and Tim. I saw Karen Schneiderman, Kat and Dennis, and Andy S., and Donna, I see. That's awesome. So glad you're here. I said Beck and Tim, right? I said Joey McGowan. Thank you for stopping in. I love to see you all here. I have so much to tell you. But I'm going to keep you in suspense. A ladybug in flight, the moon when it's full of light, the first bright star you see, touch blue and your wish will come true, eyelash on your cheek, head's a penny you seek, a white horse in your road, birthday candles that you blow, break of a wishbone, dandelion in the breeze, 3 coins in a wishing well, genie in a bottle, a flashing shooting star, a horse that goes fast and far. I wish on all these things, but most of all, I wish you loved me. You let go of my hand, say bread and butter, grasp it again, as if nothing can separate us. I make a wish like I do, that will never be parted, and we are joined again. You are still my friend, but I wish on clovers with 4 leaves, naked on Midsummer's Eve, rainbows over a ridge, kissing under a Venice bridge, 11:11 on the clock, finding wood to knock, spin the graduation ring, the first robin in the spring. You let go of my hand, say bread and butter, grasp it again, as if nothing can separate us. I make a wish like I do, that will never be parted. We are joined again. You are still my friend, but I wish on an autumn leaf that falls, a shiny crystal ball, butterflies and moonbeams, champagne wishes, caviar dreams, 11 wedding when it rains, 1,000 origami cranes. I wish I weren't so sad, I wish I didn't feel so bad, but I wish you loved me. That is called Wish. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. I started off with a Phil Oak song. That was one of my songs called Wish. I'm wearing my Fest hat, which I actually, thank you so much. Thanks for all the love. I got this, I think I got this at Falcon Ridge, I'm pretty sure. They had like a fancy hattery, hasherdabery. They had hats, is what they had, so I bought one. A hatterdashababbery. I love it. It has a little tie in the back. Has a little, I don't know if you can see it, but there's, is it on this side or this side? There's like a little feather pin that it came with. I don't know where it is, but there's a little, oh, there it is. There's like a little feather there. Like a metal feather. But it keeps my head cool, and that was the whole point, because man, festivals, they're no joke with the sun. So I'll tell you stories a little bit at a time. First, I'll tell you pre-fest. Pre-fest, I was playing my Takanini, Rich and I were rehearsing. Rich and I played together for the very first time. I only warned him of this like a week and a half, 2 weeks before. I asked him if he would play with me. We never played together, because I thought he didn't want to. Here, it's not, I don't know what it is, but apparently he wants to. So, so we practiced a lot, and the one night we were this was Sunday before the fest, or practicing, and I thought I broke a string, because all of a sudden I had no E string, and I'm like, but usually when you break a string, it goes boom, and like there's things hanging. Here it was like the nut, which is this part of the guitar. It just, Hey, Martin Kelly, haberdashery is my Men Without Hats cover band. This part is the nut of the guitar. it wore flat. So the E just went behind, it went boom, and went behind the nut and underneath the neck. So I didn't have a guitar. Like, so I put this on Facebook and other places, and well, I think it was just Facebook. And everyone, I busted a nut. Yes, John, I busted a nut. That's my brother, John. Yes, I busted a nut practicing for the folk festival. That was another thing. I was so glad I asked Rich to play, because he likes to practice a lot. And I don't like to practice and often don't and just wing it. But because he forced me to practice, I was practicing, which was a really good idea when it's like the Philadelphia Folk Festival. Like, you really should practice and not wing it. So that was a good thing that he played with me. But where was I going with this? So some people, so many people are like, you can use my guitar, you can use my Taylor, you can use my Martin. So many people texting me, sending me messages. And then a couple people told me about Brian Huff, who's a luthier that's only 30 minutes from me. So I ended up taking it to him. He fixed it while I waited, which was amazing. It had a plastic nut on it. He put a bone nut on it, which is better. Yeah, that was good. But at the same time, I brought him he said, I could put pickup in your Martin too, which is this. This is a guitar my brother Bob owned. He passed away, and he left it to my brother John. And when I was in Florida a couple of years ago, I said, hey, anybody got a six-string I could use? And John brought this over to my mom's, and I played it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love the sound of this guitar. I wish I could record on it. It's just so gorgeous. And, you say one thing to my brothers, my brother John, and Chris was also advised not to wing it. That is true. This is true. True story. It showed up at my door, this guitar all wrapped up. We actually had come back from Florida and went away again for like a week, and then came back, and there was the guitar sitting there. My brother John and my brother Jim packed it up for me and sent it to me, which is just like, so I feel, whenever I play this guitar, I feel like my whole family's behind me. It's like, it just feels so supportive. But what happened was he ended up putting a passive pickup in this, and then I was like, I'm not using the Takumi. I'm definitely using this guitar. And I love the sound of this guitar. It was just, yeah, I have a really wonderful family. All 8 siblings have been so good to me. And I should show you my glasses I wore at the fest. I wore these the whole time, and I looked like really cool. This is what I was like, and I didn't smile a lot. I was just like I'm cool. I'm a VIP. So I have to tell you about the VIP part. Hey, Gregory Gilbert, welcome back. Thanks for coming. I'm telling stories about the Philadelphia Folk Festival because it's the first time I ever played it, and it was like, a big deal for me. And so I knew there were, because I'd been a backup singer once at the Philly Folk Festival, so I knew there's a VIP section. I just didn't know where it was, and I was just like, oh, it's for special people. And then one of my, singer-songwriter friends is like, oh no, you go back here. It's like, there's food there. Like, we spent like $38 on lunch one day, like 2 wraps and 2 lemonades. And here they had, the VIP section had free lemonade and sandwiches and hummus and fruits, and just like, it was like, so that was all, like, here I am paying for lunch, and here, like, I didn't have to. And lemonade, the lemonade was free. I paid $6 for lemonade. So there's the VIP section, and then there's the VVIP section, which is like where Livingston Taylor went, which is like, a nicer. So there's trailers that have bathrooms in them. So the first day we used the porta potties. When we found the VIP section, no more porta potties. It was all, air-conditioned trailer, bathroom. But the VVIP, very, very important people, they had a different green room, trailer, really fancy, that I didn't even see because they were very secretive about it. But I had friends working back there, and I knew all about it. And I actually carried a plant that they were going to use in the green room. You don't want to know that. Anyway. Yes, I carried a plant that people looked at. I'm so special. Okay. All right, actually, this is a Philadelphia Folk Fest inspired set that I'm going to do. And, oh no, how am I going to do this? I'm going to have to take this off. And I'm having a bad hair day anyway, but it'll only be made worse by this hat. Okay, so. All right, so this song was done at the Philadelphia Folk Festival by my friend Heidi. Oh, this isn't on right. It is called Harvey, and I love this song. She played it with her rock band Cubism. This doesn't feel right. And I love this song. I've played it here before, but this is called Harvey. It's by Heidi Wolfson. Half-bathed in summer moon, blessed by the goddess of lunar love, she's going. He won't be back soon. Switching his route before I can find him, knocking on doors of unsuspecting kind souls. They let him in, and I'm still here wondering. He won't be tied down. He's the warmest lover around. When he's settled in and down, and I can't sleep when he's not here. Fills my heart with fear, wondering where he is. Where is he now? Chasing a shadow across the lawn, a speck of white, and then he's gone. He's going. He won't be back soon. He decides what street I'm on when I sit down and when I stand up to greet him. I'm at his beck and call. He won't be tied down. He's the warmest lover around. When he's settled in and down, and I can't sleep when he's not here. He fills my heart with fear, wondering where he is. Where is he now? There's no time for sleep, and I can't make sense of the shadow who stepped in my life for a few years, tore it all down and left me shattered. Why risk love when the other side of it is an everlasting fight for breath? And I am worried half to death, and this is how I spend my minutes. Birth and death are the ever-present dance, and I have lost my rhythm, and I've forgotten how to dance, and I've become afraid of chance. He won't be tied down. He's the warmest lover around. When he's settled in and down, and I can't sleep when he's not here. Fills my heart with fear, wondering where he is. That is called Harvey. Oh, thank you, Kirk. Captain Kirk is here. Yes, the plant was a very, very important plant. I was not hiding behind the plant, but I did wish I had. Oh, I didn't mention the free massage, so I also found out, I saw this little section and I didn't know what it was for. Here, if you signed up, you get a free massage if you're a performer. I did not, because I didn't have a lot of time. I mean, I wasn't there. I just had a limited amount of time. Is Harvey a cat? Yes, Harvey is a cat. I didn't know that the first couple times I heard that song. Heidi Wolfson wrote it. Her band Cubism played at the Philly Folk Fest. They were amazing. And she sang this song. Her version of this song is like rocked out, like, totally different than the way I do it. And it's very cool. But I always love this song. Excited about the sing-along. It's Folk Fest and Philadelphia Folk Festival inspired sing-along. But I'm going to do, wow, I really wore these glasses out. They're already like, these were my fest glasses. That's what I look like when I walked around. Thanks, Joey. Thank you so much. Joey knows that song. I do have a collection of hats, actually, like, because I used to, when I had a church job, on Easter, I would always wear an Easter bonnet. So, and, I didn't get a new bonnet every year. I like new accessorized bonnet, like new to me, but not new. But this was definitely for a folk fest. This is like a folk fest hat. This is not an Easter bonnet. I would never wear this on Easter. There's rules. Okay. So I thought I would play some of the songs that I played. And the first song I played at the Philadelphia Folk Festival was Jellyfish. Of course, I played it on guitar. But I wrote this song on piano, and I wrote it in this key. I sing it in D. I wrote it in C sharp. I wasn't born here, I was born on the moon. I don't know what's up or what's down. I wasn't supposed to leave my home. I wasn't supposed to be found here with gravity holding me close to the ground. I have a resistance to east and to west. I don't want to go either way. With much persistence I'm moving on, but in what direction I cannot say, because gravity is holding me close to the ground. I am a jellyfish birthed on the moon. I'm evolving. I am a jellyfish birthed on the moon. I'm revolving, and I don't know now, but I'll find my way somehow. Wouldn't believe if I told you the truth. You won't understand what it meant. Turns out my life was transported here. I was a mad scientist experiment, and they let me go and released me into the cold. I am a jellyfish birthed on the moon. I'm evolving. I am a jellyfish birthed on the moon. I'm revolving, and I don't know now, but I'll find my way somehow. Excuse me, please, there has been some mistake. I was born to be free and float in outer space. She brought me down to earth. Now I can't find my place, and I'm topsy-turvy. I'm topsy-turvy. I am a jellyfish birthed on the moon. I'm evolving. I am a jellyfish birthed on the moon. I'm revolving, and I don't know Jellyfish on the Moon. Yes, that was the first song I played at the Folk Fest. So you're getting the piano version, just because. Just because. Yes, Gregory Gilbert is here, NDS, so I'm sure he says hello, and Gregory, I'm sure Andy says hello. I know you can't see each other for some bizarre reason. I even tried to send something to Andy to figure it out, and we couldn't figure it out. So I don't know what was going on there. All right, it's getting close to, I think I'll do one more of my songs, and then we'll go into the cover song sing-along, which is my favorite part. Thank you for all the clapping. Okay, if this hat were any bigger, I couldn't do that. So, one of the songs we did, actually, the second song we did was Never Been to War. So, I know there was all this controversy about I should play Top of the Ferris Wheel and I would have had to bring a keyboard. I'm telling you, I am so glad I didn't bring a keyboard because we had like 5 minutes to set up, and it would have meant less time to play. I got 4 songs in, which I was so happy about. But if I brought that keyboard, probably wouldn't have gotten 4 songs in. So probably would have only done 3. So I'm really glad I didn't. But I appreciate all the support for that song. I love that song. Never Been to War was inspired by a very silly drama. Was it on Netflix? It might have been Netflix. It's called Cable Girls, and they talk in Portuguese, Spanish. It's in Spain, but they overdub it with English. So it was one of those really weird things. But one season opened up that they're having a civil war, and they're showing the ground, and she starts by saying, "War is dust, war is dirt, war is loud sounds." And, I just was like, wow, like, I've never heard war described that way. And then I realized that, I really don't know what it's like. So this has Never Been to War. War is dust, war is loud sound, war is boots upon the ground. I've never been to war. War is miles of shifting sand, war is blood upon my hand, but I've never been to war. I've seen it on a movie screen. I've heard a childless mother scream. I've seen the documentaries, but I've never been. Money down the drain. War is inhuman. As you're counting up the cost, how do you count the life that's lost? When you've never been to war, you've seen it on a movie screen. You've heard a childless mother scream. You've seen the documentaries, but you've never been. Plan future wars in outer space. You've never been to war. Fill your armies with the brave, 'cause if you're wealthy you get waived, and you never go to war. You've seen it on a movie screen. You've heard a childless mother scream. You've seen the documentaries, but you've never been. All is fair in love and war, they say. That has never been to war. So Jellyfish, so that was Cable Girls. Kat, I can't believe you watched that show. I haven't watched the last couple seasons, but I was watching it for a long time. And thank you for the compliments. Jellyfish was inspired by a show called One Strange Rock. It was narrated by Will Smith, and it's a true story that NASA, it was a science, One Strange Rock, it's a science show, and it talked about how NASA had sent, not to the moon, but they sent jellyfish to the space station and brought them back, and I usually intro this with this, but it's a true story. If you Google jellyfish, the Atlantic periodical has an article about it, and it talks about, they sent them into space. When they brought them back, it's not calcium nitrate, it's some kind of crystal that is in the perimeter of their bell. Although it was structurally still there, it's what's supposed to tell them what's up and what's down, and they couldn't tell that anymore. They had evolved. Humans have this in our inner ear. We have a crystal. If you've ever had like this vertigo, I've gotten it like 3 times in my life, where I had to like do this positional, I forget what it's called, but it's basically the jellyfish all over the place. I bet that Will Smith could too. So yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for all the love. So yeah, they brought them back and they couldn't tell up from down, and humans have that too, and we have that in common with jellyfish. They might not have a brain, but they have the same mechanism that tells us up from down. Positional vertigo is, I forget what it's called, but basically you have to do all these exercises to get the crystals to shift back where they belong. They get out of place. And I mean, the first time it happened to me, I was walking like this. It's like, I really like couldn't tell up. Positional vertigo. So it's something positional vertigo. So BPPV. Yeah, the crystals float, and then you got to get them back in so that you can actually tell up from down. It is weird. There's these exercises you do to get the crystals back in your ear. I'm talking too much today. Oh, it's cover song sing-along time. All right, Kat's got to come over this way. Oh, wait, do I need this? Maybe not. All right, so this is the part of the show that I love, where we sing cover songs. And these cover songs were inspired one way or another by the Philadelphia Folk Festival. And I did No More Songs just because it's Phil Oaks and that's folksy. I think I do need my guitar. Silly me. So I put the words up on the screen. Everybody gets to sing along, and I hope you do sing along in your house. Even if benign proximal positional vertigo. Yes, it's benign proximal positional vertigo. If you ever have it. If you ever get really bad vertigo, it might be that. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. So this song was sung by my very good friend, Mara Levine, on Sunday morning. It was just so lovely. And I've heard this song. It's Leonard Cohen, Suzanne. And I've heard this song a million times. My sisters were Neil Diamond fans, and he had a version of it. Yes, the Epley maneuver. That's what it's called. Thank you, Donna. That's what you use to get the crystals back in your ear. But anyway, I digress. I actually went on Spotify today and made a little program of like a lot of Suzanne's, different ones. Roberta Flack sang it, James Taylor. Oh gosh, there's so many people that have sung Suzanne, and I love it. And I love the song, but my friend Mara sang it, and it made me cry. And it was like I heard this. It's actually a Leonard Cohen song. The same. Cat. Oh my gosh, Donna, that's scary. Yes, that is frightening. Let's see if I remember how I did this. Jennifer Warnes does a lovely version. I have to check it out. Suzanne takes you down to her place by the river. You can hear the boats go by. You can spend the night forever, and you know that she's half crazy, and that's why you want to be there. And she feeds you tea and oranges that come all the way from China. And just when you want to tell her that you have no love to give her, then she gets you on her wavelength. She lets the river answer that you've always been her lover. Jesus was a sailor when he walked upon the water, and he spent a long time watching from his lonely wooden tower. And when they knew for certain only drowning men could see him, he said, all men will be sailors, and then until the sea shall free them. But he himself was broken long before the sky was open. Forsaken, almost human, he sank beneath your wisdom like a stone. Now Suzanne takes your hand and she leads you to the river. She's wearing rags and feathers from a Salvation Army counter, and the rain pours down like honey on Our Lady of the Harbor. And she shows you where to look among the garbage and the flowers. There are heroes in the seaweed. There are children in the morning. They are leaning out for love, and they will lean that way forever while Suzanne holds the mirror. And you want to travel with her, and you want to travel blind, and then you know that you can trust her, for she's touched your perfect body with her mind. Yeah, Leonard Cohen song, Suzanne. Cece, I'm so glad you're here. Cece knows all about women. Like, he just has a deep catalog. You should check him out on YouTube. Does a lot of, I forget what they're called, but I'm going to study them. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the love. Yeah, I don't know if Joni Mitchell ever did. Judy Collins definitely did it. Oh, and Andy, I did see Gathering Time. So Mara Levine, my friend, sang with Gathering Time, and then she left, and Gathering Time did a set. They were wonderful. They were so wonderful, and they did something that inspired me as well. It was so many artists there that, you know, I played on Friday, and then after that I just could enjoy everything else, and that was kind of fun. So the hat and the guitar switching thing is a weird thing. The next song, so this was something that Livingston Taylor did that I love Livingston Taylor's version of this. I just absolutely love it. Yes, John, I think I read that. Joni and Leonard Cohen were an item. Oh, what key was I doing this in? Oh, la 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 la. Okay. Way up high, there's a probably bastardized that a little bit, but I love the way. Yes, the red shoes. That my sister Dorothy loves Wizard of Oz and the reds, and she's very into red. So, Sister Dorothy, you should know that I have these glasses in red. They came in red by accident, and then I was like, well, I'll keep them, but I'll also get pink. Okay, because this kind of stuff is just crazy. So let's see. All right, here we go. So, yeah. Oh, geez, thank you so much. Thanks for the love. This last one, the Black Feathers, they're a duo that I saw at NERFA, the Northeast Regional Folk Alliance conference. And they were just amazing, so I was like, I need to catch them when they play, and we had the pleasure of catching the Black Feathers. It's like mirror image almost. What's going on? Oh, squeaking. Oh, you mean squeaking while you're singing? Make a joyful noise, that's what they say. Sometimes I squeak too. So, I gotta put the song up. They did this song, and they talked about Joni Mitchell's appearance at Newport Jazz Festival, and so they did it, and I was like, wow, this is a fun song. So let's do it. Big Yellow Taxi. I know you know this one. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? Hey, paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, la, 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 ooh, la, 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 la. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum, and they charged the people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go when they don't know what you got till it's gone? They pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Hey, farmer, put away the DDT now. Give me spots on the apples, leave me the birds and the bees. Please, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? Hey, paradise, put up a parking lot. Late last night, I heard the screen door slam, and a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Everybody wants to be Joni. Yeah, that was pretty incredible. The Newport Jazz Festival appearance of Joni Mitchell. When you think about everything she'd been through, and it's just amazing that she came back that way. And her guitar playing was also just, wow. Like, and then I feel like I'm some kind of slug for not practicing more, because she obviously, got it together. Oh, wait, there's a novella? Wait. Martin, you might be right. I wonder if Leonard Cohen left Joni Mitchell in a big yellow taxi. Could be. All right, so what else did I play? So that is the end of the cover song sing-along. There's so many things that, I was inspired by at the Folk Fest, and I hope I write. I hope it inspires me to write, because I felt like writing. Like when you see, oh my gosh, Kirk. Oh my gosh, I cannot imagine Jimmy Buffett singing Big Yellow Taxi. That's creative, I'll say. I'll say that's a creative mind you have there, Captain Kirk. What else did I play? The third song why did I put this away? Third song I played was Don't Blame Me. Do I use a capo on this? Yeah, I think I do. Jimmy Buffett sings Big Yellow Taxi? I'll have to look that one up. I can't even imagine what that's like. Yeah, it would have to be a little bit like, late last night, I heard the screen door slam. All right. It's me, Jolene. No, it's not. I don't use a capo. It's me, Jolene, who takes the blame. I hear you yodeling my name every single time you get the chance. You declare that I'm the one who came along and spoiled your fun. You're just using me for your snake dance. Don't blame me. Some say you're the finest woman they've ever seen. I don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man wants me. That song you sing is such a fraud. You spin your tail like Scheherazade, as if you're living or dying depends on me. Your imaginings put me through hell. The truth is stranger than the story you tell. Listen up, the truth will set you free. Don't blame me. Some say you're the finest woman they've ever seen. I don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man wants me. Your man is not the one for me. But if he wants another, cut him loose, set him free. I see the sadness in your eyes, yeah, that's a look I recognize. When a situation's finally seen, if you didn't think I'd done you wrong, I bet we would get along. We have more in common than it seems. Don't blame me. Some say you're the finest woman they've ever seen. I don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man wants me. Your man is not the one for me. But if he wants another, cut him loose, set him free. But don't blame me. I'd say you're the finest woman I've ever seen. And I don't want to compete with you. Don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man, I want you. So when I play that in front of an audience that hasn't heard, like most of the people in my audience, actually, I felt like I knew them. And this is kind of funny, but a lot of people in the audience, I knew they were Philly songwriters that Philadelphia has a very supportive and encouraging songwriting community. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, Andy, when I play this for an audience that hasn't heard it before, and some people in that audience hadn't heard, they were new audience to me, when I do that, I get this, like, there's this thing that happens where it's like people yell, they go, ah! Yell in your ear, but it's like they gasp. It's the funny. And then they start laughing and clapping. So it's like, it's the funnest thing when people hear it for the first time, because it's just, you know, the reaction is priceless. It just really is. Thank you, Danny. Hey, Danny Stevens. So good to see you. Thank you. So I did that song, and then the last song I did, that song I done. The last song I did was, so I did that poll last week and asked you what songs you thought I should play. Those first three were actually the first three that came up, like as everyone, and I did the poll with this group, and I documented what you said, and then I did it with another group, and not another group, I put it on social media, and I had some more additions, but it was very close. There was only like 2 songs, and it was like the 6th and the 4th were switched or something like that. But anyway, several people told me that I should play this song if I had the opportunity, which is my new song, which is Think I'll Have Another One, which I will do right now. This one I need a capo. I need this. My shark capo. Oh, today is a sure bet. We've no troubles to forget. Don't know a moment I don't love as yet. There's nothing here to lose. Chart a course, it's ours to choose. Get ready for a big breakthrough. This is our time, this is our place. It's our moment, it's our space. While we're here, we're having fun, and our fun is next to none. And our glass turns in our hands. Let's catch every grain of sand at the setting of the sun. I think I'll have another one. I list the things I'm grateful for, those I love, those I adore. I lose count, there's always more. I'm never done having faith in things unseen. Are we in the in-between? What is death? What does life mean? I hope we have a good run. This is our time, this is our place. It's our moment, it's our space. While we're here, we're having fun, and our fun is next to none. And our glass turns in our hands. Let's catch every grain of sand at the setting of the sun. I think I'll have another one. I like to say unspoken things. I like to give my secrets wings. Try to give up without strings. I'm loyal like a dog. I love karma when I'm right. Love the darkness when I'm bright. Love my eyes when you're in sight. You're my favorite dialogue. This is our time, this is our place. It's our moment, it's our space. While we're here, we're having fun, and our fun is next to none. And our glass turns in our hands. Let's catch every grain of sand at the setting of the sun. I think I'll have another one. I think I'll have another one. I think I'll have another one. That was the last song that I did, and actually ended the set, because the other 2 players, we were in the round, and ended with me, so that actually ended the set, and it was a good, feel-good way to end the set, which was just great. Oh, wait, let's see if I have something I can do. I probably don't even, here we go. I don't know if I can play this, but thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, Karen, I agree. It was good for that. And I usually close the show with it. Yeah, they have keys, and they had a back, well, they asked me what my back line was, and I told them I was going to bring at first the keyboard, and I told them that, and then I changed my mind. But what was I going to say? They have keyboards on the big stage. In fact, they have a grand piano on the big stage, which Livingston Taylor played, and it was like, aw, thank you, Kat. Yeah, it all worked. So I'm going to try to play this. I hope I don't embarrass myself. all the Vance fans here, Vance family. This is Icarus by Night by Vance Gilbert. For Gregory Gilbert, if he's still here. I only go up at night when the moon is full and the evening breezes blow. I go only high enough to see the ground below. I only go up at night, that's when no one else can see me being foolish and wishing for one more chance to do it all again. I was so much younger then and blinded by the beauty of the sun. It looked so lovely, I just had to touch it once, then tumbling down into the sea. Now I know, now I know. He taught me how to fly, and like any son, I wanted to make good my first impression. But words from the wise are wasted on the foolish and the young. I only go up at night, the illusion is complete and no one knows of my survival. And the twilight hours are mine and mine alone. I was so much younger then and blinded by the beauty of the sun. It looked so lovely, I just had to touch it once, then tumbling down into the sea. Now I know, now I know. It's almost Icarus by Night by Vance Gilbert. Yeah, so, oh my gosh, it's 8:31. I would love to sing a duet with Vance. Oh, well, we did. This is Claus. Gosh, there's something else that came into my head that I wanted to tell you. Oh, and it totally left my mind. But yeah, the Folk Festival was a great experience. Thank you, Beck and Tim. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Martin, Karen, Kat and Dennis, my brother John, my sister Dot, Beck and Tim, I think I said that already. Captain Kirk, Danny Stevens, Donna W., Karen Schneiderman. Thank you for being here. It's just really, Andy S. And I have to remember you because I have to remember to put those programs in the mail. I know, time does fly when you're having fun. Gosh. Oh, you know what? I'll do one more song for you because I really wanted to do this. I'll do one more if that's okay. You must have been high when you said those words. There's no other way one would explain how they got heard. I must have been mad to think what ensued, that those words would escape your lips that way unless you were stewed. Since we've been apart, I've checked on my heart. It's such a relief, my heart still beats, and that my heart still pours, and it still isn't yours. And I must be right, on that moonlit night, you were high as a kite. You must have been high to have been so intense. Those words wouldn't come out, not without some blunt influence. I must have been mad to think you meant what you said. However far you do they blow hard right into my head. Since we've been gone, I've written some songs, such a relief. And sometimes it works to call you a jerk, and I feel better than holding my mighty pen. I use it to write, I use it to fight, and I usually win. You must have been high, but I must admit, wouldn't know what to do if that really were you and you weren't so lit. I must have been mad or much too serious. But no harm, no pain, no need to explain why you were delirious. And as for those words that you didn't own, that you've now chosen to disown, are they strung in your head like lyrics you forget? Well then forget me too, if you must. Long forgotten I'll turn to rest, and I'll melt in your brain right next to Mary Jane. You must have been high, I must have been mad. You must have been high, I must have been mad. I must have been mad. I sang that song at the... my memory is so shot. I sang that song in New York City at that place that you and I went to see your favorite singer. That place in New York, famous jazz club. Bird is in there somewhere. Bird House, Bluebird. The Bluebird's in Nashville. Birdland. This is what I'm left with. This is the brain I have now. Birdland. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. So yeah, I sang that with Billy Stritch playing piano and his band backing me. Iridium. Oh. So, Iridium. So, I don't even know what that means. Yeah, so it was open mic night, and I learned about open mic night at Birdland because of Christine Lavin. She wrote a book called Breakfast,
Good.
Pizza for Breakfast. Was it Pizza for Breakfast? Something, root beer and pizza for breakfast? I forget what it's called. But she wrote a really good book, and she talks about all the things she did in New York, and one thing she always did was go to the open mic. It's on Monday nights at Birdland, and she would see some, because it attracts, sometimes Broadway singers come in, and it's their night off, so they come in and sing, which is just amazing. And that happened that night. It was awesome. But I just had my charts, and you have to sing happy songs. They don't let you sing anything that's not happy. Oh, Les Paul, okay. So I saw a video of Les Paul and Olivia Newton-John singing a song that I don't remember what it is, because of course I don't have a memory anymore, so you're just going to fill in all the blanks. But anyway, yeah, I got to sing that song with Billy Stritch accompanying me, which is, I didn't really know at the time how lucky I was. But that was a couple years back, 2019, I think. All right, well, thank you. So I've gone way over time. Thank you so much for indulging me all of my crazy stories. I'm so grateful that I got to play on the Philly Folk Festival. I hope someday I get to go back. I would love that. There were a lot of great acts. It was so inspiring, and it felt really good. I have to tell you one more thing. So they let you sell your merch, so your CDs. So I took some Chasing Happy CDs, and I took some Jellyfish on the Moon CDs. And I really was I don't know if I'm going to sell anything. And when I did the set, I was looking out in the audience, and I'm like, most of the people here already have the CDs. Like, I'm not expecting to sell CDs here. So I found out that I only sold one CD, which it's not about selling CDs, but a little bit it was like, oh gosh, I only sold one CD. And they say CDs are coming back, but they're not back yet, so I'm not too worried. But I was a little bit like heartbroken, like, oh, I only sold one CD. But it's not the crowd. They're not really a CD buying crowd, I don't think, unless, you're Livingston Taylor, which he probably sold a lot of CDs, or other people. But a couple of my friends I ran into, and they said they only sold one CD, and one of them, I bought their CD. So that's kind of what it was. But as I was walking out, like we just had finished doing everything we needed to do, and Rich and I were going to walk out, there were these people playing Frisbee, and this one very young lady came up to me, and she said, I just want to tell you that I loved your music. And it just like, it was like so sweet, and I told her that she made my day, because I said, I only sold one CD, and I thought nobody loved me. I said, but now you warm my heart. So, it's like, and I wrote a blog. I put it in my email. I don't know if you read it, but I wrote a blog about what is success. And success to me is, and I thought about this a lot. I was like, is it how many CDs you sold? Is it how many people you played to? Is it how many strangers you played to, people that haven't heard you before? Is it, what is it? Is it that you networked and shook hands with a lot of people or bumped elbows or whatever? And no, they were not playing Frisbee with my CD. It would be funny, though, if that was the one. Oh, John. The one CD that I sold was now a Frisbee. If it were an LP, maybe. But, I decided that the measure of success is what would 10-year-old Lisa think. Because 10-year-old Lisa had so much confidence and knew what she wanted to do, and she was like, she wanted this. She wanted to be able to play music for people, and I did. I played churches. I played a lot of music, but for a lot of years I didn't play my own music, so that's kind of new to me. And 10-year-old Lisa had a great weekend, so that's how I'm measuring my success, by my 10-year-old self. Yes, Andy, I did give the best, and that's much to my husband helping, because if my husband hadn't wanted to play, if I hadn't asked him to play and he didn't agree, and we didn't practice almost every night, we practiced almost every night for 2 weeks, so I was the best I could possibly be. I couldn't, and nothing happened. You know how I was like, what capo? None of that happened, because I was just on. I was on the game, and rhythms were good, we were tight. People said they thought I told them, oh, this is the first time we're doing this, and they said they thought Rich and I played for years. So that was kind of good. So yeah, it was a success for Rich and I too. It's the first time we did something like that, and wow, what a place to do that. It was just awesome. Thank you, everyone. I know I'm talking a lot. I'm very excited still, because it was just this past weekend, and I have a Martin that has a pickup now, and all those things happened, and it turned out all well. So thank you so much for your support and your love, and I will see you next week. Again, I know you could be doing any number of things for this hour and 10 minutes or so, so I'm grateful that you're here, and have a great week. Love you. Bye.